Sullivan, and this is Finlandia Fridays.
Welcome to Finlandia Fridays. My name is Michael Babcock. I am your host for this weekly interview series here at Finlandia University. Today is Friday, December 28th, and we are here with our registrar, Jason Sullivan. Jason, welcome to the show.
Hi there. Thanks for having me.
We are so glad you could make it in today. We have some really important things to talk about in kind of a shift in what Finlandia University is doing from a strategic perspective. It's going to be a lot of fun to go into, and I'm going to dive right into this A topic with reading a quote we had from a recent announcement. This is from our president, Philip Johnson. I'm going to read this word for word here. Finlandia values the passion, drive, and maturity that transfer students offer our campus. In addition to our transfer student tuition reset, we are launching a friendlier application process and streamlining our transfer credit process. Blended with up-close and personal attention from our admissions and financial aid offices and our engaged faculty advisors, transfer students can be confident they will complete their degree on time while minimizing their expenses. We intend to lead as the friendliest transfer college in the country. Again, that's a quote from President Philip Johnson here at Finlandia University. Came out with a recent announcement. This is a big change for us. And Jason, we're having you here to kind of talk a little bit about this. Transfer students, what's it like working with transfer students, and how do you feel about this move for us?
I think it's going to be a great move for the university. Transfer students are always a really great population to work with. They come in already with some background in regards to higher education and taking classes at the college level. And so I think that statement is very true. They do a great job in adding to the campus community, the classroom environment, and overall just the entire experience here at Finlandia.
Excellent. So we're going to dive into three different elements of that, and Philip kind of outlined those in that quote. But the first part is the big piece for us. We talked a lot about what we can do to better attract transfer students here to Finlandia University, and one of the things we came up with is in-state transfer tuition pricing. This is available to all students no matter where they're from, and it drops our tuition price for transfer students to around $500 a credit hour, which is absolutely unheard of for a private university. Pretty exciting movement for us.
Well, basically, one of the big ideas that we have moving forward with this initiative is we're saying that anybody that transfers in 6 credits towards a degree, they will be eligible for this initiative. So the nice thing about this is it is open to a larger group of students. So if somebody went to school somewhere else and they are transferring in, as I said, at least 6 credits that do come into the university, they would be eligible for this pricing initiative. And the nice part is that actually includes the dual enroll students. So if you are taking college credits while you're in high school and you are transferring at least 6 credits to Finlandia, you would be eligible for that transfer pricing initiative. With it, being that you're directly from high school, you would still academically be classified as an incoming student, but because you did take dual enroll credits, and if you transfer in at least 6, you will be eligible for the transfer pricing initiative, even though you are an incoming student.
And dual enroll is becoming a really popular thing in high schools around the country.
Yeah.
And it's even something we're offering here. If you're at one of the local high schools here and you're looking to take online classes, or even come to campus and take some classes while you're still in high school, we offer that here. And those students that take it here would also be eligible for this transfer pricing. As a way to encourage those students to get ahead while they can.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you have the opportunity at the high school level to get some of your more basic general education classes out of the way prior to actually attending a university after you graduate high school, all the better. Ultimately, the idea of being able to finish a college degree in the most affordable fashion possible is definitely, the movement at the moment of sorts, which is a smart one. So, definitely the dual enroll aspect does work very well. We currently offer classes here where we have students coming in every fall and spring semester to take dual enroll classes, whether, as Mike said, they be on campus or online. So, yeah, it's definitely a great setup.
One of the questions we receive quite a bit about the in-state transfer tuition pricing is what does it mean? You say in-state transfer pricing. Well, how does that work? And the way that we came up with this is we took a list of the state schools in Michigan, and we put them up, and we took the median price for the state schools, and we went with that as our tuition price for these transfer students, which puts us at a more affordable rate than many of the state schools, which is a pretty big advantage, especially for a private university. You're not going to see a lot of private universities with price points as approachable as this is. And it's not just for these transfer students. It's also something we're hoping will help bring back some students who are here maybe when we were a two-year school.
Yeah, and it's actually one of the parts that I think I personally am the most excited about out of this, outside of the transfer students, which, as we said, we always welcome. They add a lot of experience and they bring a lot to the student body. Also, there's the idea of allowing people that were here prior to August 14 and that had stopped attending.
2014.
Yes, 2014. People that had stopped attending prior to August of 2014 that were Finlandia students, or even from the 90s and the 80s, for example, SUNY college students, that maybe did not finish their degree, but maybe they haven't gone to school anywhere else either. Those people are being welcomed back should they want to, and they apply to be readmitted to the university. Upon readmission, those people would also be eligible for this transfer pricing initiative. So it is a way of welcoming former students back to Finlandia in an effort to help them complete a degree that maybe they had begun years ago. So.
Excellent. There's two other pieces we want to touch. One of them we're going to go really quick on. We have a new application online. It's still free. It's always been free. If you're interested in coming here, make sure you go fill that out. That's a huge first step that'll get you going. And the process is, I'd put that application against anybody in the country in terms of ease to complete it. It's going to have all the basic information we need. And what we do then is we more get into these qualitative conversations with you where we get to know you and make sure that it's going to be a good fit. So check out that application. It's free at finlandia.edu/apply. And the other part, and this is a big part that we have you here for, we're going to talk about Tracy Henderson. She is somebody who moved over into your department and is helping to focus on making this transfer process quicker and easier and more efficient.
Yeah. It's kind of an exciting moment where we are looking at how can we make this process move more smoothly, for example. And so currently, Tracy will be coming into the registrar's office. She actually began last week as the assistant registrar and transcript coordinator. So she will be, in the coming months, working to become the primary person to evaluate any transfer students' transcripts to see what classes are going to be accepted into the university. And then also working closely with the admissions office and the deans and the academic advisors to make sure that everybody is on the same page in regards to how the classes are going to be applied toward a degree that transfer in. And also trying to be that extra touch point here at Finlandia in regards to helping answer student questions. Should a transfer student have questions in regards to why a certain class did not transfer in, or how could this certain class be applied toward a degree? And there are many different aspects that we can look at from that aspect of asking questions. Maybe there's a class that can apply towards a degree. It's just not a direct class we offer here at Finlandia. So maybe we can look at doing the substitution approval process that would allow that class to help a student ultimately be closer to their graduation date.
Yeah, in conjunction with Craig Kangas, the transfer coordinator, the whole process should be phenomenal for these transfer students coming in. It should be a lot better. The next part I want to talk about is actually you. I want to hear about your Finlandia story. You actually been a part of the university now for about 20 years.
I've been around for a while.
Yeah, so. And one of the things I love about it is this episode here, I believe, is our first time we mentioned SUNY College. That used to be what we were called up until, 1999?
Up until, I believe it was July of 2000.
Yes, we were founded as that, and it's been a huge part of what we were. And when you started here at Finlandia, we were actually SUNY College.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what attracted you to Finlandia and what it's been like for you working here.
For me, at the time, SUNY College, for example, when I came here and was enrolled here as a student, it was a small class size. It was the fact that I was familiar with the campus. I was actually in the Upward Bound program prior to that, on the summer programs on campus. So I was familiar with the university's campus, and it was always a good experience here, and it was a small community that was very welcoming. So going to school here, I made some great friends. I had a good experience. I truly feel like I learned a lot. And I was in one of the first bachelor degree graduating classes with the School of Business. And working here is very similar. You do see over the 20, I've been working here for about 15 years now, and you do see that the one thing that has remained constant over all those years is that sense of community on the campus. And it really is still there. There's this almost a small town atmosphere within the community here where everybody knows everybody on the campus. And it's a great place to work, and continuing to be able to work with the students directly and so closely has been great. Whether it be students that are stopping by the office with questions, or the work study students that you have working in your very own office, that turn out to be a really great addition to working here and a really great benefit. So.
It doesn't take long for this place to feel like home.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Well, I think that's about it for this week. Jason, I want to thank you for being on the Finlandia Fridays.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning in 2017 and being part of our second season of Finlandia Fridays. It's been a lot of fun. I hope everybody had a good Christmas and is looking forward to a wonderful 2018. Thank you guys again, and we will see you in 2018.